so that it removes all those packages. Then we can go ahead and install the MySQL 5.7 once again. Okay, so I will just go ahead and run this now. This should go on without errors now. Okay, so I think we are good to go. So data directory found when no MySQL server package is installed. So I think it's asking what it's meant to do with it. The directory may be under control, so blah, 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 blah. It's highly recommended. Okay, so I'll just go ahead with it. Then I will input the new the password that will be used for the root user of MySQL, which is what I created the other time. So I'll just use the same password like I did before. So I paste, then okay, then I re-enter the password, then okay. So we'll give it some time to run. So just like I suspected, the what's it called? MySQL failed using that data directory. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move out the previous data directory, then I'm going to start. So if you want to confirm status MySQL, so it shows you that it failed. And it's not really saying much about why it failed. So I believe the reason is because it's not compatible with the current data directory that I found in MySQL. So I'm going to do // Normally, you won't have to go through all this. This is all because we installed the wrong version of MySQL. So I move this out to .bk. So then I start MySQL again. Okay, so right now we are going to configure the root password once again. So I'm going to run the MySQL security. So in this case, I am sorry, I won't be using the strong password again. I think that's just complicating things for us. So I'm using medium, and it wants me to change the root password, and I say yes. So I'll use that same password just to be on the safe side. And I put the same thing. Okay, so it asks me if I want to continue with the password, and I said yes. I want to remove user, I want to disable root login, then I want to remove test database, then I want to reload privileges. So I think we are good to go. So let's go back to MySQL. So you notice that when I do show databases, it won't show me, and I won't have the database I created the other time. So I'm going to create database MyWeb, create user MyWeb at local. Right. So I'm going to set the password again. Then I'll grant all privileges to my web start to web localhost identified by password. Okay, so I think we're good to go. Then after adding a new user and granting privileges, you have to flush the privilege table so that it will take effect without the need to restart my SQL. So flush privileges, then we are good to go. Our database is ready and good to go. So we are going to check, configure our application now to use this database. So I'm going to SU my web. So inside /root, so I'll just see just like I said before, you will check pwd and you notice /home/web. So public underscore XML. Then I'll copy the example to .env. Then I edit .env. You can FTP. It's not compulsory that you do everything from SSH, just to make it easier for you. Okay, so I'll change the API URL to the subdomain I created. Engine. Then my SQL, I will configure here. Localhost. I know that still refers to localhost, but if we are going to use 127.0.0.1, we would have specified that explicitly when we are creating the MySQL example. But we use localhost, so it's always on the server side to use localhost as the host that I'm using here. So the database is my web, the user is my web as well. Then the password is what I'm going to paste there. So we are going to test this out now. So I want to see if the key is generated. I doubt that. Okay, so key is not generated, but let's test out this configuration to see how it looks first. Okay, so let me switch my screen so you can see what the site looks presently. So this shows us that things are going the way we planned. So we can see it's showing us now that no encryption key is specified. So we are going to fix that now. So let me switch back to my terminal. Then I generate the application key. So this command should generate the application key. Okay, so we generated the key successfully, and I believe we will need to run the migrate as well. So let me just run it all together now, so that okay. So we have an issue with access denied for a user my web at localhost. Okay, let me see how we fix this.